What's up, guys? This is Hot7 RCT bringing you another video for you guys. Guys, this is amazing. This has been an amazing week. I hope that you guys are having a great weekend. Now, what I have for you guys is a back-to-back videos. So you're gonna be seeing me just like this, because as soon as I finish this one, which as you can see by the logo up here, it's gonna be a hardware showcase. And following up this will be games showcase for this hardware, which I am going to talk about right now. Now, I haven't been this excited for a hardware device, or much less an accessory, in a long time. I mean, aside from the obvious things like the Switch, which came in around March 2017, I haven't been this excited for a hardware device, and I'm gonna explain why. It has a little bit of story, a little bit of background here. Anybody who knows me from a while back knows that I'm into gaming, that I've been around since the early 80s, the whole market crash and everything, and I have been following the gaming industry ever since. I have seen its inception, its growth, to becoming mainstream to what it is today. Now, along the years, of course, there are things that stay with you, the great deep experiences, really good experiences that bring back really good memories. Now, one of those memories, of course, is the arcade experience. Now, I'm not going to go and dive into the story of that. There's plenty of documentation. But one of the things that really made that experience amazing, aside from being there, the ambience, the peers, the sense of belonging and all that, was actually the interface. There was something that separated arcade games back in the day from the consoles, and really it's been like that up to even recent times, so today. And that is the interface, the controls that you use. Now, I bring this up because even though we have amazing controllers for all systems, they are amazingly designed, and they cover a gamut of different genres. Back in the day, in the heyday of fighting games, shoot 'em up games, beat 'em ups, with it's basically a dead genre, but it's starting to slowly come back. You always had the arcade experience, being that you had that joystick and the buttons, the responsive buttons, and you would be, basically you would just become fused with that interface in order to learn and master the game that you loved at the arcades. Now, going fast forward, you guys also know that I am a huge fan of fighting series like Street Fighter, Samurai Showdown, which is my favorite, Soul Calibur. All of these games, and of course shoot 'em ups, Glory and Rise, I'm not forgetting about the shoot 'em ups, cave shooters, Psycho shooters, the list goes on and on. But one thing that again, that ties in to how great that experience used to be, is the fact that even though you could replicate that at home, that you could buy either a collection of games bringing back those memories, if you were playing with a regular controller like this, you weren't gonna get the full experience. Now, hence, on the Switch case, I mean, this is not really something big of an issue for, let's say, something like PS4 or Xbox One, because since those are the mainstream systems, they already have third parties doing different controller setups and stuff like that, so you always have something available. But on the Switch, ever since I saw that picture of the Hori fight stick, I was completely in love. I said, that is gonna have to come sooner or later, and I'm gonna grab it. Now, Glory and Rice, I know that you got it, and you were prompting me to see when I was gonna get it. I never had the chance to get it, and this is where this ties in. Now, let me go here. Hold on a second, guys. Let me go in here. Let me show you. Okay. What I'm talking about is this the Magic NS, and as you can see, it's just a small little device. And I know I've taken a lot of time with that intro. Let me see if it kind of focuses here. This is a very, very small device. It looks like a USB drive with a little button. That's all it has, and then the USB slot right there. Now, what does this little contraption do? Well, it's not for everyone, in the sense that it's not like purchasing a controller, which is a must buy, or any of the other accessories. But for someone like me, and let's say, let's call it a niche kind of groups out there, which they need a certain controller to actually have a very good experience gaming. In my case, my current baby is this right here. It's not the most expensive. It's not the most, and I know you're gonna see the buttons a little bit messed up there, because that's because of the whole coloring in the background, cueing the colors out on the stuff. But the point is that this arcade stick I had already modified. This is my main arcade stick for the PC. I have played all of the fighting games, the great fighting games, like from way back to the current times, like Tekken 7, and this is what I'm going to be using for Soul Calibur 6 and a Street Fighter 5. Oh my god. But yeah, Street Fighter 5. Arcade sticks, to me, especially ones that because after a time, when you start developing a taste for this control scheme specifically, you tend to, I don't know, kind of customize it to a point where you feel completely comfortable. And it's like having a car. You want to customize it to your own taste. Hence why on this arcade stick, I had it modded to have an octagonal gate for the joystick, so it would move and do the fireball motions and stuff like that, etc., etc. So you get to mod it, these arcade sticks, to the way that it makes you feel comfortable. So this is, for now, currently my main stick. Now, what does this have to do with this little contraption? Well, basically, this came out 2017. Again, something that I missed completely, because had I known that this was around, I would have gotten it a long time ago, and I'm going to explain why. What this does, it allows you to connect every single controller that you can imagine currently, everything from PlayStation 3, 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, even the Wii U Pro controller. You can connect it to the Switch, and it works perfectly. Now, for the price, this is an amazing value. I got to start right from there, because it actually does what it promises. Now, I am no shill. I am not getting paid for this, even though I wish I did, but no, I'm not getting paid for this. The fact is that in this little box, this came in. Let me actually show that a little bit. Show you guys what actually came in. Comes, aside from the instructions and stuff like that, they thought about everything. They thought about including this little cable right here. And what this does is that, of course, when you think about connecting an arcade stick to a console, you're thinking about playing at home. They included this converter, this USB to USB-C converter, so you could actually do this on a tabletop mode. So you can connect this to the system, and then directly through here, since you don't have the dock, you can connect the controller of your choice, if you're going to connect it USB, because that is another thing. This little gadget, aside from giving you the option to connect all of these USB wired controllers, it also allows you to connect them wirelessly and through Bluetooth. Now, I haven't tested all of the other, the wide gamut of controllers that I can connect to the Switch, but what I needed from it, which was getting this puppy to work, it works flawlessly. Another side advantage that this has is the fact that you can upgrade its firmware. That's the first thing that I did out of the box. I just connected it to the computer, went to the site, downloaded the software, and in minutes it was already updated with new functions. Now, Another cool thing about this is not only does this little device allow me to play all these shoot 'em ups, these amazing fighters from the Neo Geo Hamster collection that I've been slowly amassing since the Switch came out. Shout out to Anthony. I know that you gotta be watching. This plays very, very great into this. All the Psycho shooters, all the shoot 'em ups that are coming up, the fighters that are coming up. I'm going to be able to play with this puppy the way that it was meant to be played, like the arcade back in the day. Now for the 30th anniversary, that's going to be a big shebang. I guarantee that. And let me see what else I can cover. Oh, of course, this baby also allows you to do everything that I just said for the Switch on the PC as well. I have been one that have been struggling for the longest time, particularly with DualShock 3, connecting it to the PC. And why? Because you have to download these softwares, and these softwares need to be connected to the internet because incompatibility with the drivers and so on and so forth. You connect this to the PC, it becomes a Bluetooth receiver. It becomes everything that you need to connect the controllers wirelessly, be it DualShock 4, be it DualShock 3, whatever. So not only do you have a device that allows you all of these options of controls for the Switch, it allows that for the PC as well. So I am super stoked about this. Now, just to show you guys how it actually works, let's go here. Now, for now, you can see I have the Pro controller here, right? Now, if I go and check the controller, of course it's going to show right off the bat that the controller is connected. Now, since everything is already set up, when you get the device for the first time and you do the firmware upgrade, the only thing you need to do is press this little button, this little black button, and hold it, and there's going to be some LEDs that are going to be on this side right here, and depending on the color of that LED that's going to be blinking, you know which system or which device you are going to be able to connect. If it blinks red when you connect it, you know you're in Switch mode. It now has a new Switch Pro mode that entails some other stuff and new features. If it blinks green, you know you're in X input, so on and so forth. It comes with even a little sheet of stickers that you could put like the buttons on the controller for whatever reason. They thought of everything. Now the kicker here, guys, this with taxes only cost me $21 with taxes and the shipping, and it came in a few days through Amazon. This came in the eve of me purchasing the Hori fight stick for the Switch, which, as you guys know, hasn't come down from $149. Plus, I was going to send for the Sanwa joystick and buttons, which would have been, let's say, $30 to $40 depending, added to that. Plus the taxes and shipping, it was going to come out to over $200. $21, guys. $21, and I have everything that I ever want. Does it mean that I'm not going to get the controller later on? No, of course not. I will get it because Hori does some incredible products. They have been doing them for years, and I want that controller. But for now, I don't need to rush into, and I actually don't have to do any customization because I have my own arcade stick. So that being said, I'm going to connect this to the dock. And it can be connected to any of the actual USB slots. And once it's connected, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see here. Let me move back to the full screen. I don't know if you can tell, but the light is not allowing to see, but it lit up as the one player. Now the cool thing is that once you go back here like right now, as you see, I got full control. The A, it shows up as I have two controllers connected, but in reality, this one and the the Switch Pro Controller, they're both acting as one controller. Now, I don't know the reasoning behind this, but I figure that they maybe did this because, I don't know, there's some functions that you're not going to be able to transfer to the new layout, maybe for lack of buttons. Let's say like the minus and plus keys, the picture taking the screenshot button and the home button. So they allowed for two controllers, the actual one that you have and whatever other controller you want, so you can compensate for that. And another cool thing about this is the fact that they give you like this chart with the button layouts and stuff, and if you want the exact layout of the original controller on your new device or new controller, you just press and hold a combination of buttons and it's gonna switch it around. You know, the famous XYAB switcheroo that all the new controllers change after the standard was done by Nintendo. Well, yeah, you can have that like this and not have it the other way around. So it's more convenience for you guys. Now, you can see everything works. So far, I haven't, with all of the games that I've tried here, I haven't had any kind of issues whatsoever. I mean, lag is considerably different, even though I haven't done much research on the matter to see exactly down to the millisecond how faster it is than the wireless, but I'm guessing it's much quicker. For the time being, what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna boot up also Street Fighter, because again, the point of this video is to showcase the hardware aspect of this, and then on the second video, which I'll be shooting as soon as I finish this one, I will focus on the games and let you guys know how much of a difference does it really make to have this. Second, guys. All right. In the case of Street Fighter, the dual combination of controllers does not seem to work. So let's go here into options and let's see if it saved my settings. Light, kick, medium kick. Yep, I think it saved, basically, it saved my, yep. So yeah, even when you disconnect the game, it saves everything there for you, so you don't have to be like bugging and remapping everything again. I'm gonna make a quick test here to see if that's actually true. I'm gonna use the custom cant color that I made. Right here.
India. Round 1, fight.
Everything works perfectly. Oh, it's awesome, guys. It's awesome.
Round 2, fight.
I cannot wait for the 30th anniversary, because even though I have all these games that I can play in Fightcade, there's something about playing the original with, let's say, original controls. Holy shit, he cheaped me out with throws. Okay.
You lose.
Don't worry, Dawson. I'll get back at you.
Round 3,
Cheap
fight.
bastard. And that's it.
You win.
So out of the gate, everything works like it's supposed to. You get the arcade controls.
Round 1, fight.
Alright, let me leave it here. Alright guys, so that basically covers the hardware aspect of what I wanted to showcase for you guys, which is that amazing little device that allows you to have whatever type of controllers you have. And not only that, in my case, just like in the case of several of you guys out there who are very very specific with the type of controllers that you want, it opens up a new, something that I didn't have before, which is the option to get more high-end controllers. Because even though I love this one, there's some controllers that I've seen out there, like the Quamba joystick and some other joystick, custom-made joysticks, that are only available for systems like PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4, being that it's a system that has sold the most, that now I can actually purchase and have it on the Switch, because now I have that compatibility. So I hope this video was useful for you guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'm going to leave the links down below so you can purchase yourself if you're interested. And really, thanks a lot for watching and supporting. And please, above everything else, share the video. It'll help me reach more audience. So stay tuned. This next Wednesday, I figure, should be up the second video where I'll be covering the games and stuff like that. Until then, take care, guys. Thanks for the support and love. See you guys soon.